Okay. I think I'm 2 minutes late to the 7 o'clock normal, but base hang is here. So if y'all are watching this, tell me where you're from. I do this base hang, you know what I'm saying, at 7 p.m. So it's kind of saying what's up to everybody. This is a thing that I'm trying to make a constant. So every week, you know what I'm saying, I'll be here every week. So if y'all are watching, y'all just dropping in and stuff like that, tell me where you from. Hit the like button because it actually helps me with YouTube analytics and stuff like that. For whatever reason, the people that retain you watching get their channels pushed. So that's how I come to solve that problem. So here we go. Okay. What's going on, Dark Vapor? Tampa, Florida. Okay, cool. What's the weather like down there? Ugh. Season's greetings from Rustburg, Virginia. What's going on, Kelvin? What's happening, Mike? Good morning, because it is morning over there. Let's see what we're talking about. Cool, like in the 60s. Okay, cool. Well, I'm in Oklahoma, and it's like 50s, 40s, depending on what the wind is talking about at the moment. So, uh, who y'all listen to these days? Leon from the Shire. What's happening? What's good, bass player? Hey, man, out here chilling, man. Out here chilling. Fretless man, lettuce. I don't know. I don't know what that means. But all right. All right. I got 13 y'all in here. So y'all been waiting for the 7 p.m. situation to pop off. We got 14 cats in here. All y'all hit the like button. I appreciate it. Nathan Rampersad, greetings from New York. What's going on? Nathan, are you sponsored by Sire? Nathan? Because that name seems familiar. I'm not sure why I say that. I feel like I've seen a name similar to yours on the Sire website. Listening to Nick West. Nick West, she's dope. I listen to reggaeton, reggae, and 90s alternative rock mostly, but I listen to everything. Okay, I can dig that. So I feel like you'd be like in the same vein with jamming on some No Doubt, Sublime, 311. Not that 311 is that type of music, but it's in that same type of vein, type of deal. That's what I think, at least. 17 cats in here, 12 likes. Everybody hit the like button, please. Hello from Kentucky. What's going on? Ruben, my man, you here every week, bro. Yes, man, I appreciate it. Much love from USA to Costa Rica. You my dude, man. Like you here every week. Awesome. Let's see. Martin Rios, what's going on? Hey. Tom, what's happening? Hey, Alan. Which effects processor do you use in your funk vid? I'm assuming you're talking about my like my funk formula part one. That was a funk envelope filter that was on the cabinet. So um it came standard with the Fender Rumble Stage 800. So if you're trying to get that sound, all you need is an envelope filter. I have an old school one that looks like this. One that's this is made for guitar, but there's one put out by MXR that's made for bass, so you can keep the low end and stuff in there when you're doing the funk stuff. So I would recommend you checking them out. I used to have one. I either left it somewhere or someone stole it from my gig. I can't remember. I know I don't have it. At some point in the future, I'm gonna buy another one. But uh, MXR bass envelope filter. I think they go for like 150 or so, like that. You could probably get it on Reverb for cheap, haggling with somebody, but I think that's actually how I got mine. Like I think I may have paid $100 for it and stuff. So it could be had for cheaper than its real value is. So yeah. Let's see. Have you ever tried the Geezer Butler wah pedal? No, I haven't. I just fried that exact one. Hmm. I put a 12-volt VDC to it. Crap. Um, yeah, this was passed to me from a uh, a friend that plays guitar. He said he wasn't using it, and I lost my MXR envelope filter. So I was like, "Yeah, man, if you're gonna pass it to me, if you ain't using it, I'll use it." Please send this to me, and it's been cool. Eventually, I'm getting a base envelope filter because this kind of cuts out your low end whenever you're doing stuff. And the MXR filter has a dry signal and a wet signal, I guess we'll call it. And you can like match those up to see how much low end you could dial in versus how much effect you can dial in. So eventually, I'll get one of those. I might buy one for Christmas. I don't know. I don't really have a use for it at the present moment. So that's where I'm at. What to your Sterling sub bass? Did you ever change the humbucker? No, I did not. It's actually right here. And I do have the pickup. I have all the stuff to do it. I just haven't done any work to it because I don't know if I want to add in uh, tapping to the wiring scheme, whether I want to do like series and parallel coil tapping type stuff. I don't know if I want to do that to this bass and stuff like that. So I just kind of left it open and didn't mess with it yet. Um, I think I might actually pass it to one of my friends who does this and let him do it and then install the switch and all that stuff. So like he's a professional guitar maker. He's actually the person that's going to be doing my signature line bass that's going to be coming out hopefully next year. I'm hoping to get all that stuff finalized so that y'all can order the bass I have, which I'll show to y'all later on this year and stuff like that. So y'all can get your own Bullet the Kid signature bass. Just to wet your beak, let you know what that bass is. It is a P humbucker bass. So it's gonna be a 5 string. It's gonna be P pickups in the front and a humbucker at the bridge position. It should. It's gonna be active, 18-volt. The pickups are gonna be Seymour Duncan and the electronics are probably going to be Seymour Duncan as well. I have to figure all that stuff out as far as what I'm looking for, but it's going to be a monster. I'm playing with some ideas as far as um, how the bass body is going to look, whether or not I want to go like blue burst with gold hardware, or if I want to go like blue sparkle, like blue with a whole bunch of metal flakes and stuff in it. It's what I'm leaning towards, like a cobalt blue with metal flakes in it, gold hardware, sparkly, and then throw BTK K at the headstock or something like that as a water slide or something like that. That's kind of what I'm playing with right now. I don't know what I want it to look like, but it's gonna be nice. The neck itself is gonna be a combination of woods. Um, the fingerboard is going to be ebony, and I think I'm gonna do an ebony pick guard if I do a pick guard, and it's gonna have no inlays, but that's enough about that base because I haven't really laid down the foundation for that to happen. So y'all just stay tuned. 2020 is going to be a very amazing year for you, boy. Hopefully, I can have that base, and that will be my end all beat all because it's a P bass. I can get that sound, and then it's a humbucker. So basically, a Music Man, and I can catch that sound, and it's gonna cost 1,400, 1,500 bucks. That's from my dude, and it may be cheaper depending on how many he gets contracted to build. So who knows how many bases, you know what I'm saying? It's cheaper work for him to get a whole bunch of bulk orders and push them out than to have one-offs. So who knows? But mine's probably gonna cost. It's gonna cost a little grip for me because I'm kind of scheming everything, making sure everything comes out right and it feels good. So see the finished product, and then I'll put the link to where you can get your own if you want to do it. And I'll get no money from this. So what you hear, you can choose. But yeah, so uh, let's talk about other stuff. 2020 is supposed to be a good year for you, boy. So y'all pray for me. Let's see. What happened to you, Sterling? Answered that. Not a sponsor, just a really big fan of yours. Thank you so much. Should have used the 9 volt. Yeah, you should have. What's going on, Terrell? What do you think about Sire V10? I think it's a dope bass. I just don't have a reason to actually buy it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Taking the vote was going down. How you doing? What's your dream unicorn bass? Just told you. Do you use pedals? Not often. No. On your 5 string Glaris video, did you say? Oh God, hold on. Okay. Your 5 string Larry bass video. You said you were adjusting the front pickups, but you played behind rear pickups. Also, when thumping, you were playing around a 22. Is this a standard or just your style? Um, I can't remember. Most of the stuff I do in the videos, I don't go back and look at because I don't like how I sound in videos. Is that weird? Like whenever I record something, I don't go back and edit what I did because when I recorded it, that's how I was feeling. So some people can call it lazy. Some people can call it. I just don't like how I sound. Like the voice y'all hear whenever y'all are doing, like whenever y'all watch videos, that's not the voice that's in my head. So when I'm doing all the playing and stuff, the bass sounds right. It's just my voice, like watching me describe what's happening makes me feel weird. So I don't necessarily go back and watch unless somebody said like a specific timestamp, this moment, you know what I'm saying? This made me feel this way. I don't go back and watch any of my videos. So I don't know how many videos I put out, probably around 200 or so, but I haven't watched them, and I do that on purpose. Like it's not the only one I for sure watched all the way through multiple times is the video that has the most views on it, and that's just because I was reading comments, and by the time I've read the comment, the video it played all the way through. I don't like it. Like I don't like my voice. Like I'm not a conceited person. It's just a thing about me. I just don't like. Mm, it's it's a hard pass for me. On my voice, it's a hard pass. Like I don't. That's not my thing, man. Uh, let's see. Okay, sounds like a great combo. Okay, good dig it. Your signature bass sounds like it will be great. I hope so. In my head, it sounds dope. Yeah, man. Been making that for you. I'm hoping so. Ben, fretless man. So you know me. Interesting. Who are you, fretless man? I feel like you're buried. I don't know why, but I feel like you're buried. You're getting a signature bass. Yes, Daniel. I can't wait to see your signature bass. Thank you. You have a cool bass voice, by the way. Thank you. I don't agree, but I appreciate you thinking that. I'm really interested in who Fretless Man is. I feel like you're Ben, and I don't know why that's the thing. I know what you mean. I don't like the sound of my voice. Also, I don't like my picture taken. Hey, look, I told y'all while I started this YouTube channel, I started this channel for my mama. And she'll probably pop in here because that's who she is as a woman. Like she'll just drop a hand and say, Lord bless you real good, baby. She don't sound like that. But when I'm doing my mama's voice, that's what she sounds like. Uh, Listen, may the Lord protect and keep you. I've been praying for you. I pray that your son is blessed because he's highly favored and blessed in the Lord. That's how my mom is as a person. She does not sound like that. Yeah. So hopefully she drops in because she knows I do this at 7 p.m. every Sunday, and YPWW is over at 6:30, so she should be free right now. So we'll see if she drops in and stuff. Ah, la 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 la. Look forward to seeing the bass. Cool. Same here, man. My voice always sounds weird listening to it afterwards. Yeah, it's a thing that I didn't know was a thing until I started like trying to make myself better and make myself more comfortable on the camera. So I would like right now, I'm looking at me while looking at the comments, and the whole situation is awkward. Side note, if you're watching 24 people, I have 16 likes. Hit the like button for me because it actually helps me with YouTube. Please and thank you in advance. Um, let's see. Don't go back and rewatch. I understand it's like lining up your hair, gashing it, and going back into it to fix it. It'll never be right. Yeah. Yeah, man. Try not to make you sweat right now. Who are you? No, I seen that. You can retract it all you want to, but I seen that. Who are you, fretless? Who are you, fretless man? I need to know that. Like, like I need to know that. You just erased your message. Nah, I seen it and I said it online, so that's out there now. Who are you? I feel like you know me because you said Ben, which means Life Church, which means you could be either you're not Beanie, you're not George, because George wouldn't have fretless man. So you're Barry, or who else could you be? Barry, Davy? Hmm. Uh, tricky, tricky. I'm saying these names. These are cats that I just got through playing earlier today with. They played with me at Life Church. And I think you're either Barry or Davy. I'm going to guess you're Barry, in which case I didn't know you followed me first. And if you're Davy, That is very tricky because I feel like you're Barry. But why would you be fretless, man? I haven't seen you play anything aside from an acoustic guitar. Fretless man. Fretless man. Fretless. Brad? Hmm. Anyway, let me move on. Hmm. Anyway, I'm trying to decide between a P bass and a Stingray. Any thoughts? I think you should get a P bass. Stingray leans itself towards one type of music. A P bass can be played over multiple genres. That's just my opinion. I'm brand new to bass. Besides practice, what words of wisdom do you have for a brand new starter? I advise you to play the music that makes you happy. I advise you to play music that that interests you. So if you get into music and you start learning theory and stuff like that, it's gonna be boring. You're not gonna want to practice. But if you start playing the bass and you turn on the radio and you're playing songs that you like to hear, then you chances are you'll want to learn more and more and more and more songs. Theory can come in time, but the actual time playing the bass, uh, feeling it, knowing, learning your neck and stuff like that is invaluable to a bass player, especially if you are developing your ear and developing your groove skills. So, for me, I can drop into any situation on drums or bass and I could feel it out and be good in that situation. That may be a little bit of ego, but I feel like in any situation I can just drop in and be, if not good, I can be acceptable, right? And I have the ability to learn on the fly. So play, go and play what makes you happy. That's what I would suggest for a newbie. What classic rock bass line would you consider an intermediate player to learn? Is White Room by Cream a good one or still too easy? Intermediate is literally up for debate. Um, I think uh, a okay, so it's Christmas time, right? So a beginning bass line would be Last Christmas by Taylor Swift. Unfortunately, most people know this song. Last Christmas, and it was just covered by Taylor Swift. She put out that song. Um, that's one thing. That's a beginning bass line. An intermediate bass line, I would assume it would be something that does some traveling that involves some type of theory, some type of pattern, and you can get lost in it. So, like Eagles, Hotel California, I feel like that's an intermediate to advanced bass line. Like you have to understand the pattern, where it's going, how the notes relate to each other, especially at the end of the song where they're doing arpeggios. You have to know music theory to know where it's going, what notes, what fingers to pull, what patterns to use and stuff. So the one you suggested, I would say that probably is a beginning to intermediate bass line. Hopefully that answers your question. Honestly, also deal with the same thing. I find it discourages me as somebody who is trying to become a singer. Okay, there's a like button. Hey, listen, it's at the bottom of the screen. Just minimize it. Hit that bad boy for me. Y'all, please hit the like button. It really does help me with this YouTube stuff. Like, please, there's 31 of y'all here. Please hit the like button. Please. It's Rich from LC supporting you, man. Interesting. I didn't see that switch. Interesting. Mm. Yeah. So, Fretless Man is actually one of my cheeses at the church I play at. He is a serious cheese. He's also a really dope bass player. Uh, I don't want to. Yeah, I do. He used to play for a gospel rock band called Pillar. Some of y'all may know it, but this guy is real nice. So that's the thing. Sorry, Rich. I don't know if you're okay with that. You could just scream at me later. That's fine. But I don't know why I figured you were Barry. And I should have known it was you because you told me that you actually watch my stuff, which is weird, but it happens. Okay. Uh, Stop being a bully about hitting a like button. No, Philip, hit the like button. Because I'm trying to grow this channel huge. That's what I want to do. Mason Trail and Azada Carrillo. What's going on, Mason? I used to play with him with the Dog Hill Stompers. What's happening, Mason? It's very weird that like you know me as a person and you're on here. That's strange as well. I usually play guitar, but watching your videos has made me get into playing bass. You've made smart decisions. Congratulations, Daniel. Uh, I got myself an ESP LTD bass to learn on. Good choice. Very solid platform. What do you think is the best Christmas gift for basses? I would. Ooh. So, as far as good Christmas gifts and being frugal about them, I cannot stress how important this contraption is. So, this is directly to you, Ruben. Give me a second. This. Every bass player you know should have a headphone amp. This is a Vox. I'm gonna turn it around so you can see the exact thing so you can search it on Amazon. It's a AP2BS. This plugs into your bass. See the little 1/4 inch there? And you can plug this piece into your phone and this piece as headphones. So you can play and play along with music real time with this contraption. If you do not have a phone that you're going to play with, there are 9 rhythmic beats that come stock on this device. And if you're just trying to shed something and you just need just a pulse, yes, I would definitely. This is $40 on Amazon, $39.99. I would suggest you, if you have a friend that's a bass player, I would suggest you get one of these. This is how I practice whenever I have to do my live church gigs. So I take my phone, I plug into the auxiliary in, I run the bounce through here, I put my headphones in here, and I play along with the bounce, learn it, chart it. That's how I practice my music. This is invaluable. Like it's $40 and I've had 2 of these. Like my son broke the first one by stepping on it and I bought another one. This is invaluable. It takes 2 AA batteries. They go in the back here. AAA batteries rather. And they last forever. Um, this is invaluable. This is what I would suggest anybody who has a friend that's a bass player or who has a friend that's a guitar player, really, because they make I think 5 of these devices in all. 4 of them are for guitar. Like there's metal ones, there's clean ones, there's retro ones. There's different versions of this, but this is the only one that has beats. The other one has like delay, reverb, all that type of stuff that you can dial in. But this one's the only one that has beats and invaluable. It has a metronome as one of the settings. So if you're trying to improve your timing, invaluable. That's what I would suggest. This and this only. Tuner, you can get a tuner. Chords, you can get chords. This practice mate, this is, yes, yes. Rich, if you, I know you probably have heard of this, but if you, yes, man, yes. Bro, it's my stuff. So, being a bully, hit the like button. Y'all are watching. 34 of y'all. I should have 34 likes. I appreciate it. Let's see what y'all are talking about. Somebody sold me it for $40. Don't know what you're talking about. I slapped the like button. Thank you so much. I want to get better at gospel bass fills for my church. I know my skills any. I know my skills any, my basic fills, but I want to go a little further. I'm an intermediate player. What would you suggest? I would get really comfortable with the pentatonic scale because that's most of where I do my fills. Using my first and third finger, just running shapes that way. But I would get really comfortable with the pentatonic scale because that's basic gospel music and stuff like that. I might pick her up over there and show you what I'm talking about a little bit later, but I would definitely tell you to get well acquainted with the pentatonic scale. I have one of those for sure. My Vox came in a couple of days ago. It's fantastic. Yes, man. Cool. I buy one of those for myself and one for a friend. Thanks. Yes, you should definitely have one. It's going to change you. Like, it's going to change your life. The fact that you don't need an amp to like play and hear yourself brings it to an all different dynamic. And crazy thing is, you may not think to use it this way, but I've done it on a video that I'm gonna release on this channel probably Monday, tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. I took this headphone amp and plugged it into my bass, the new Glary joint, which is that one right there. And I did a Christmas cover that I had to learn for Life Church, and I just happened to record it and put it on here, or plan to put it on here. And from the phone's cord outside, I ran it to my amp. So the words of the song are coming through the speakers as well as me playing. So that's also a thing. So if you wanted to play your music through your cabinet and also play with it, all you need to do is get you a plug the device in, plug into the phones out, and then send that signal to the cabinet, and it'll play out. So that's an option. Just want to throw that out there. It's multi-versed. I did a review where I was utilizing something similar, and that's on the channel a few years back when I had the first one, and I did that. So it came from, like, I used a Bluetooth speaker, and I recorded the whole demo of the device on a Bluetooth speaker, two little 2-inch drivers on a Bluetooth speaker, and that's basically what I did. So I plugged the device into the phone, ran a cord out from the device to the Bluetooth speaker and the auxiliary in. So everything that I was playing was getting amplified by the Bluetooth speaker. Take that idea, put it to something that's, 350 watts. Then you have a very powerful situation that you like, you know what I'm saying? So there's many options to it that you can use. So let's see. Liked. Don't know a thing about bass or music. Supporting anyhow. Thank you, Louis. I appreciate it. Godlin, forgive me. What is the bounce? I'm thinking click track. Correct. So at my church, there is they take all the songs that you're supposed to play as a set, and they put them as one track on the they put them as a like one track, like one set list, one run through as a playlist, and they call that the bounce. Like that's every song that you're gonna play for a service, for however many services. That's at my church. That's called the bounce. So that's what I meant by that. Sorry. What's that device called? You can type in Vox headphone amp, and this should pop up, or a version of it is going to pop up. You can type in bass, and then it'll take you to that, or just go on Amazon and type in Vox bass headphone amp, and this should pop up. And it's a AP2BS. That's what it says on the back. That's what it says on the back. It takes two AAA batteries. So let's see. I like to plug an aux into the headphone jack into the microphone. Computer works pretty well for recording stuff and demos. Yeah, I actually did that too. Yeah, man. What do you think about the Yamaha TRBX305? I think it's a nice bass. I haven't had much experience with it. I haven't played one in a while. But I like most basses, but the Yamaha, I didn't want to buy it because basically I have all these. So, you know, that's a thing. I double tap that like button. I appreciate it, Tom. Thank you so much. CL Hancock, what's going on, Sora? Appreciate it. How you doing today? Hello. So nice to see you. Appreciate it. I just got an Ibanez EX Series PJ bass for $40. Wow. Today, what preamp should I get? You should go and check out Adair. Adair Engineering. You can get you a nice preamp for about $90, $80, and it's a plug and play type situation. You don't have to use soldering joints except for the to solder down the bridge and stuff like that. But $90, $80, yeah, I would definitely say Adair. That's my go-to. If I have to choose one, like I have an Adair preamp in that one. I have an Adair preamp in that one right there. There's an Adair preamp in this one right here. That's my go-to preamp. If I'm buying it, that's my go-to. Nicholas Matthias. I'm doing good. How you doing? CL, great. Hey, Sin, great. Okay. That's a great deal. Yeah. Sonic Cake makes an all-in-one bass pedal that's a pitch shifter, preamp, compressor, and fuzz. Cool. I haven't tried it, but I've seen that at Z Zounds. I think it costs like $99 or so. I haven't tried it, so maybe that'll be a thing. I don't know. Maybe a thing in 2020. I don't use pedals very often. I don't need that type of stuff for the type of music I play and stuff like that. So basically all I need is a DI. Just give me some amplification. So basically all I need and stuff like that. Colin, what's going on? How you doing? Dion, what's happening? Chilling. Leon Bailey, what's happening? I have one and I'll use more. Thanks. Okay. What's your favorite bass amp? My favorite bass amp I've ever had is my GL 1001RB, GK rather. Galen Kruger 1001RB head Mark III. I used to have that, like my videos from like 3 years ago. I had a Galen Kruger 1001 RB. I had it with 212 sitting on top of 115 bi-amped. So it was so crispy. And I didn't get to take that whole setup with me. Like the church didn't want to sell me my setup I had. They were like, yeah, we're gonna have another bass player come in. So we're just gonna hold on to it. And I was sitting there like, this is my dream setup. I'm trying to buy this from y'all. Why don't y'all just buy another one? He's like, no, we got this one. We're just gonna keep it. y'all are trash. So um because of that, I now am looking towards getting a SL 112, two of them, and then I'm gonna chain that together with my 350. Uh, Either I'm gonna do that, or I'm gonna get my uh I'm gonna get my 1001 back, and then get me 412 set up at 4 ohms, and then just shut everything down, because it's a monster. Just 212s, it was a monster. Bi-amped, uh, it was gross. Oh, it was beautifully gross. Oh man. So let's see what y'all talking about. Let's see. So that was to Tom. That's my favorite bass amp. A close second is my Fender Rumble Stage 800. Somebody bought that off of me at a gig for more than I bought it for, and then I turned around and purchased this tone hammer and another bass. I think that one. Um, so yeah. What's your favorite DI? My favorite DI is to Rich. Now that you've disclosed yourself, my favorite DI is the tone hammer. It gave me everything, all the shaping that I could get from the actual amp in a small package. So I can like bottle my tone at every place I plug in at. So Sans amp is pretty good, what we use at Midtown. But it's it's not my tone. Like I can only shape it so far, and to know that other people are like coming by and like tweaking it to make it be how they want to. I don't have as much variation with my distinct tone. So what you hear when I play here, that's me. And for that portion, I don't have much coloring coming from the amp, which is why I choose either my Trace Elliott head or my Aguilar head. If I'm trying to do something raw with like passive tone, no active circuitry, I'll play through my Trace Elliott because it's just a very transparent sound. If I want to like do some hi-fi slab type stuff, I'll play through the Aguilar because it has modeling that tends itself towards modern bass playing. So it just depends on what bass I'm using. So like I got this one right now, right? It's a Glary, it's a P bass, it's passive. You know what I'm saying? So right now I could either do the tone hammer, but more than likely I would do the Trace Elliott through these 410s and stuff because it's just like a raw, uh more unfiltered signal going to the amp and stuff like that. Uh, uh, uh. Let's see what y'all talking about. Okay, Daniel Thomas. I'm getting the guitar version of the Sonic Cake pedal for Christmas. Cool, congratulations. It has different effects, chorus, delay, distortion, noise, suppressor, and boost. Sounds cool. Hitting that like button, mob. Hey, love your videos, bro. I appreciate it, Jared. Say hi, Isabella. My daughter is in this. Okay, I can dig it. And I'm trying to keep my uh, words as scripted and as PG as possible. I'm not perfect though. So, for us that don't hit your other channel, are you on track still for sub 300? Stay motivated. Yes, I am. I'm actually 8 pounds away from 299. So for those, thank you, Godwin. Appreciate it. For those that don't know, I've been on this uh, weight loss journey for going on about a year and a half. Stuff picked up and then kind of fizzled out 2017 towards the beginning of 2018. I used at my heaviest, I was 387 pounds. And currently, I am right around 309 to 310, somewhere in there. So, what I wanted to do was before 2020 ends, I wanted to be under 300 pounds. And I'm on track to do that, Realistically, I can go on a water fast and drop all that and be done this coming week, but it's not healthy. So I want something that's sustainable. So, but listen, if I come back to the wall and I gotta lose 10 pounds right fast, I will not eat so I can be successful. But yeah, I'm right around 309 or so, right around 310, 308, somewhere in there, depending on if I drank some water or not. So I am on track to hit my goal. God said the same. I'll have it before 2020. So thank you, Godlin. Appreciate you watching the other channel. I haven't been posting stuff like that, but I do the Instagram stuff. Y'all want to follow that whole situation. Uh, my music part on Instagram is bully underscore the kid, BULLY underscore THAKIDD. For the weight loss situation and all that stuff is everyday bully, one word. If y'all want to follow me. Also, it's Everyday Bully on YouTube if you're trying to follow that type of stuff. Haven't really posted that type of content because I don't want to be the guy in the gym recording himself doing lifts. I feel like it's just weird. Like it's like, hey, yeah, bro. Hey, spot me right fast. Yeah, set up this camera right here. I want to make sure everybody sees this. It's weird, man. It's weird. And then my training is different than other people's training. So, um, like I'm okay strength wise, like squatting 500, benching 315 a few times. Like that's my strength wise. But I'm a big dude, so me doing 315 is the equivalent of somebody that's 200 pounds benching 225. You get what I'm saying? So like me setting up a camera for y'all to watch me squat 495 5 times, it's awkward because I'm big, so I'm supposed to be able to do that, right? That's why I haven't put out content and stuff. It's just a strange. It's a me thing. So yeah, moving on. Let's see what y'all talking about here in this base situation. Hi B Kid, what's going down? This is Stevens from Ghana. Okay, what's happening, Kofi? Good dig that. Owen Fell, do you ever use a modeling amp? No, I do not. Yeah, man, I can't do the Sans amp stuff, man. Listen, this is the rich, or fretless man. I'll call you fretless man because you got this moniker. So, um, it's there, and I don't want to use the tube amp that's on the stage at midtime because it's not mine, and I don't want to like change settings and stuff because he likes his stuff how he has his stuff, and I don't want to be that guy. But the Sans amp is convenient. It's there. It's quick. I can plug in, do what I got to do, and then as long as it gives me a signal, I'm fine. So it's there. But if I had to choose, I would definitely choose a tone hammer. And at some point, God bless me, I might buy a tone hammer just to keep it in my bag so that when I go and play wherever, I have that I have that type of I have those options available and stuff like that. Would you recommend me the Glare J bass for a bass project? Yes, it's a great platform to start from, and it's also extremely budget friendly. So, I guess my son wants to come in here. Can't because I'm professional, right? Monster, stop. Thank you. What? Trying to get me sick. Huh? I'm good. Thank you. Trying to get me sick. I'm quarantined. Stay out of my room, baby. I'm not gonna be sick out here. Not gonna be sick. Yeah. Thanks for sharing your videos. Appreciate it. You said a couple of weeks ago that you had reached 5 million views on YouTube. Did you get anything for that? And what's your most viewed video? Yes, I have 5 million views on YouTube. If you actually want to fact check that situation, you can go to my page and then check the about, and it says how many views I have. It's over 5 million. Did I get anything for that 5 million? No, they go by subscriptions. So, at the first thing I'm going to get once I get to 100,000 subscribers is a silver play button or a platinum. I think it's a silver play button. When a channel gets to 1 million views, they get a gold play button and stuff like that. So the first goal is to get to a silver play button, and I'll mount that somewhere right here, and it'll just be chilling. When I get the gold play button, I'm gonna mount that over there somewhere. It's gonna be chilling. But did I get anything for 5 million views? No, I didn't. It just so happened I happened to check one day because my most played video is around 3.6 million views, and then right under that is like 200,000 or close to it and stuff like that. So for whatever reason, that video went viral, and it got me to 20,000 subscribers at least. So I don't know why, but you know, for that reason, this video pushed me to be able to do this right now. And I get to meet all 30 of you that are watching right now. So I'm extremely appreciative and stuff like that. I'm an old guy, 57. This is Bruce Merriman. What's going on, man? I talked to you last week. And just starting on bass. I don't want to gig or anything like that. I just want to play along with the music eventually. Okay. Do you suggest I spend time learning theory? No. If you're not trying to gig and you're not trying to get better or anything like that, then play the stuff that makes you happy. Very simple. Like you don't unless you're trying to like gig and be a professional person, like to be known and stuff and be like a session basis. Play what makes you happy, dude. Learn proper technique, learn proper bass etiquette and stuff like that. By me saying bass etiquette, it's you're a bass player, so you're the fundamental person in the band. You're as important or more important than the drummer. You and the drummer lock in. You don't get to do the twiddly dealies like the lead guitar players and the hair, like the most important, like Slash. Whoever played bass in the band Slash was in, nobody knows. So if you want to play bass, just know, unless you Flea or Marcus Miller or Victor Wooten or Scott Devine, these big name bass players, people not gonna know what you do. So just hold it down. Like we're the most important piece of the band, but we are the unsung heroes of the band, bass players. So um, now, don't get it twisted. I know some nasty bass players. Fretless Man is one of them. He's a recording artist. Y'all can go back at the beginning of the video and I'll give his accolades, but I don't want to be tooting his horn and stuff like that. But yeah, he's gross. I've heard some of his stuff, and if you have Spotify or iTunes, you can play Pillar. That's Fretless Man. That's who that is. He's watching my stuff like I'm somebody important. I'm not. I'm just me. Bully the Kid, Alan Brown, boring old me. Yeah. Anyway, he said, knock, knock. Yeah, man. My little dude, man, he's always there. Music theory is the best way to start on any instrument. That's not necessarily true. But if that's how you feel, go for it. In a gig where the band is not playing smoothly, what do you recommend, please? Um, all that, if you plan a gig and y'all not gelling, then y'all didn't spend enough time practicing. Y'all didn't spend enough time learning each other, so it's already too late. So there's nothing for me to suggest. Hey bro, glad to see you killing it. I appreciate it. What's your go-to favorite bass, or does it depend on the situation? It does depend on the situation, but I do have preferences, and it could depend on what bass is new to me. So right now, my babies are these three. So that one, and that one. So the gig I just did, I played the first gen of this one, which is a Sire M2. That's what I played today, and it was just a difference, just to swap it up, whatever. But next week I'm probably gonna play this one or that one. So it's gonna be one of those. More than likely that one, because I like how it feels and I like how it sounds and it just feels right. So I'll probably end up playing that one next week. So to answer your question, yeah, it does depend on the situation. When you record bass, what's your setup? Um, okay, so the whole string is basically um, bass guitar, chord, Focusrite interface, recording into Reaper. That's the DAW, the digital audio workspace I use. And then that's it. I don't use any compressor. I don't use any pedals. I don't use any effects on the software. Exactly what you hear, exactly what it is. I don't want any modeling or changing of my sound. I set my bass up how I want it to sound. What I play, what I hear is exactly what I want on the track. So it literally goes bass, chord, interface, DAW, done. That's just me though. So whenever you see a video on the channel where it's like multiple videos, that's literally all I have. Bass, chord, interface, DAW, video, and then I sync them up. That's it. What style of music is your kryptonite? Or maybe you find yourself faking your way through gospel. Metal I can get into. Uh, pop I can get into, but like traditional black gospel, like choir songs and stuff like that, I get bored. And then that's why I start doing a whole bunch of extra fill in stuff. So that's I wouldn't say it's my kryptonite, but that's my least favorite stuff to play. So like me playing at Life Church changed my whole dynamic. I've become better as a YouTuber and a bass player because there's a forced there's a forced structure and it doesn't tend itself towards self-expression. So um we can talk we can talk literally any song from the set list, and if I chart it, this is like Last Christmas. It's literally four notes: one, six, two, five. One, last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Six, but it gave it away. Two, or whatever. And then five, then right back to one. That's a it's a forced structure. So I can't be out there like one, three, four, five, and the six, and the seven, then the eight, nine, then the five, and then the no, I can't do all that. So this is forcing me to be more precise and intentional with what I do. So uh kryptonite or music I don't particularly like playing is traditional black gospel stuff with the big choirs, the Mississippi Mass, the John P. Key, the Fred Hammond, that type of stuff. I don't, because it's way too open. And as long as you get the hits right, you can do whatever the heck you want to. And that's why I wasn't progressing as a bass player, becoming more solid. Because I could just freestyle and I didn't have to practice. There's that. Uh, Good question, though. I appreciate you, bro. This is John. Big help and support to my bass learning. You're welcome. I'll be getting my first Glary 4 string soon. Okay. But that 5 string you reviewed looked and sounded dope. Which one would you like? Do you like better? I suggest you get the 5 string because if you play bass, there's a high probability you're going to want to upgrade to a five string anyway. So you might as well get the five string from the jump, pay the extra $30 more, because if you don't, you pay $75 and then you're going to want to pay $100 later. Now, if you have a five string, you can only play four strings. That's completely fine. So having the option doesn't necessarily mean you have to play them. So I would definitely tell you to get the five string jazz version first. That's just me though. Do you like progressive rock metal? That's my favorite genre. Okay, I can dig it. Um, I like it. I don't play it often. Uh, Bands in that genre that I like Killswitch, um, Killswitch Engage. They're nice. Avenged Sevenfold. That's more metally than alternative. Um, I feel like U2 is pop. U2 is pop. Um, I'm gonna say something controversial, and people may judge me. You may leave this whole bass hang. If you take away the vocal cat from Nickelback, they're actually a really good band. That's my opinion. It's unpopular, but that's my opinion. If you take Dude out, they're a really good band. Like they do some interesting stuff. Now they sound extremely vanilla, but that's my opinion, man. Like, listen, I say Nickelback, you automatically think things like the leather wristband and the wallet chain and the scratchy voice, groggy cigarette smoker dude. Whatever, man. If you can take that dude out and swap in Bono or the dude from Creed, they still rock. Like I don't, it's not it's not a good thing for me to say, but that's really how I feel. Whatever. Let's see. Durability, reliability of the TE Trace Elliott Elf. Have you played the Trace Elliott 10 cab with it? No, I have not. But I have played it in 410 and it holds itself pretty well. I have a problem with my strings. The G sounds dead and does sustain like the other ones. They are new. Any suggestions? Yeah, it could be how you cut the string whenever you were putting it in the loom and wrapping it around. You could have cut it weird. Chances are, if you swap that string and you cut it, chances are that string will come alive again. Those are the chances. So what you can do is you can undo it, cut it even shorter, like just a hair, and then put it in there, wrap it around, and see if that changes what you got. Other than that, wait till you swap your strings out. Because I have that situation happening with my B string on here, on this one, the Glary, the new one. The B string is the more quiet version. I feel like that's what happened. Like they cut it awkwardly and it's just dead. So how to fix it is just put a new set of strings on it. You don't necessarily have to cut them. You just spend the time wrapping it around and then go that way. But it's just faster to cut them, put it in there. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened to your bass. Mm. How do you get in as a bassist to a church? Basically, you walk in there and be like, hey, I play bass. Yeah, I need a bassist. It's pretty much what I did every time. Bro, I got you on the record liking Nickelback. I got you on the record liking Nickelback. Hey, what I said was if you take the singer out, they're a pretty good band. That's what I said. Did I say I like Nickelback? No. So you do not have me on the record saying I like Nickelback. That's truth. Uh, dude, everybody's pissed off about that Nickelback comment. It's like, Nickelback, what the? We're just kidding. It's all good. Any song that you suggest a bass player should know. A bass player should know the 1-4-5 progression at the very least. Sky High VZ, my brother. What's going on, baby? I'm doing good. Appreciate you dropping in on me. What one advice do you tell your students? I don't have students that want to be good bass players, please. Advice that should tell anybody that wants to become good. You should have a metronome. You should have good feel. You should know when to add in your tasteful licks. You should also know when to keep things steady. So like at the beginning of a song, you starting to play the beginning of a song. You don't need to be out here just hella funky. You need to establish the bass line to the song, establish the groove, and then while the song progressive, then add in your salt, pepper, your spices. You want to add in that stuff later. You don't want to add it in from like the various like 1, 2, 3, 4. I do, and then the actual bass line is doom 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 doom. Like you don't want to that's way too much. So you want to establish the groove first, and then go off and flavor it how you want to. So you run it. Doom doom doom. Doom, 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 So this is what I'm talking about. I actually do it, and I hopefully, because I sung it, I can hear it and I can make it actually happen. So here we go. Let's see. Mm, 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 There we go. So this is the actual groove. But you have the structure of the song. Then you start doing your own freak stuff there. Can't believe I actually sung something. It actually translated and I actually played it. So that's a thing. That's a first on this channel. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. Have your meat and potatoes of your groove, and then go and do the spices and stuff like that. Let's see. You see what happened was, bro, you've been hanging with Matisse too much. Fair enough. I can take that. That's fine. And you I'm gonna tell him you said that. He's probably not gonna care, but I'm still gonna tell him. Squire Jazz Bass or Sterling Sub Ray 4. Squire Jazz Bass. Sterling 4, it pigeonholes you in a certain type of music. Like you can't get mellow tones from a Sterling Sub 4 because of where the pickup's located. So I would definitely say Squire Jazz Bass, or specifically, I would say Glary Bass, because you can buy Glary Bass, like a J Bass and a P Bass for the same price. Actually, you can buy four of them for the price of a Squire Jazz Bass. So that may be something you want to look at. Just gonna throw that out there. Or you can pick up one of these bad boys for the same price you would buy for that Squire. And it comes with a case. This is an Allen Eden Disciple 5. And I paid 400, but you can get it for 429. Nuggets. You're welcome. Let's see, Vic Jackson. Good evening, bro. Love your stuff. Thank you. And I made sure to hit the like button. I appreciate that as well. If you're watching, please do hit the like button. Do you ever check out Andrew Gouche? Yes, I do. He is one of the best gospel bassists out there, but he's played with many greats. That's very true. He is nasty. He's gross. And he's sponsored by MTD and Tech Amp. So he's gross on a professional level. I'm nowhere near him. And I'm fine with that because, you know, you gotta have. And then I played ball against Wisconsin. And then when I seen them and then we played that game, I realized, you know what? I'm real good at math. I should probably just be an engineer. And that's what I did. And I play bass. So I have this large frame that I'm not using. Only to hold up these bass guitars. Because of Wisconsin, specifically. It's the biggest Caucasian individuals I've ever seen in my life. Just gonna throw that out there to you. I don't know what they feeding these Caucasian people, but they are the biggest crop of Caucasian people I've ever seen collectively on one team. They all made me look small. And that huge feat. Nope. Not interested in doing any of that ever again. Didn't want to go to the league. I did before that game. Do not now. I'm good at math. I'm an engineer. I'm an electrical engineer. Let's see. Rumbling Man, what's going on, baby? I happen to be watching one of your videos just now. What's up, dog? Chilling, man. And Robinson, H-Time. I could dig it. You know what I'm saying? Got doggone. We out here. Hey, man, still trying to find gospel music online that has bass tabs or because it's hard to find. Very true. You do better just learning by ear. Miss, you play with University of Houston, and I played for McNeese State University. What's in your cup? What's in my cup is sun-kissed grape. That's literally what's in the cup. Nothing like that. Grape soda. Let's see. How long have you been playing the bass? Me personally, I've been playing when I was 3. I'm currently 17. Cool. For sure. I started playing when I was 15. So how old am I now? So it's right at 16 years. So, but this is what's crazy. So when I first started playing, I wasn't serious, so I wasn't practicing ever. So the first 10 years was just me just being at 1 year skill. Then I started caring for whatever reason. And I wanted to get dope so I could actually like start playing with people and stuff like that. So then the trajectory came up. I moved to Tulsa and I've had the opportunity to work with so many different cats that my bass playing ability had to adapt for what was going on with me. So I don't think I'm good at playing bass, but I love playing. So there's a correlation. I don't know. Let's see. What up, bully? What up, bass peeps? I can dig it. Robot saying what's good, everybody. Y'all say what's good to Robot. What bass amp would you recommend for a beginner? I was looking into the Fender Rumble 25. That's a good bass amp. Another bass amp I would look into is the Roland Cube. Um, Multiple reasons. It has effects on it. It has a rhythm section with like 30 different rhythms and stuff like that. So it actually works really well for somebody that's trying to practice and stuff like that. It's portable. You can use batteries with it and stuff like that. So that's one bass amp I would suggest. I think it costs like 279. You could probably catch it used for maybe 200, $150 depending on where you go. But I would definitely look at those for your first amp, especially like a practice amp type stuff. Hey man, Ben Burnett. Hey man, you used to have a Phil Jones amp. No, I didn't. That was actually my friend's amp. He wanted me to demo and put on my channel just for content purposes. I've been thinking about buying a compact four for my main cab since they're so light. Yes. What are your experiences with the Phil Jones amp? Did you like it? So the Phil Jones amp, it was the Cub, and I think it was two 4-inch drivers with an amp system, and I think it was supposed to be 100 watts. It's extremely light. It's extremely small, really clear bass tone, really naked bass signal, really clear. Clarity is the key for Phil Jones bass amps and stuff. Extremely responsive. Um, would I suggest you get the Phil Jones bass amp for the portability and what you're going to use it for? If you're going to get the combo and you got the money, because those are expensive. Like I thought about getting the two 7-inch speakers and stuff, but I think they're only like 50 watts or 100 watts. I thought about getting it, but for what I do a lot of boombastic playing, so it's a lot of slap and stuff like that. So it wouldn't work out that well for me. But if you had the option of using like an upright bass and like being able to put a piezo pickup in the upright bass and be able to run it like that, that would be a great look for you. Um, Me personally, I would stick with the either the Ampeg Scrambler series, TC Electronic BH250 series, preferably the 12 or the 15. If you have money, 210s, that's good. Uh, or the Fender Rumble series, and I would go the 210 with the 500 watts, or if you didn't need that, I'd go the 15 for the Rumble 200. That's what I would suggest if you were beginning and you just wanted one cab to handle everything. I would definitely suggest TC Electronic, um, the BH series, either the 15 or the 210s, the Fender 210s. If you have the money, keep in mind the cheaper bet is going to be TC Electronic for what I'm telling you, and the Ampeg Scrambler 210 setup. That's going to be, they're all going to be around the same thing, probably within $75 of each other. But the TC Electronics, that's what I suggest to you. If you're just starting out, you want to buy one cab to handle everything, you'd be good. That's what I suggest, the 115. So, yeah. Hmm. Okay. Philip. So Philip, if y'all watching this, Philip hit me up on Instagram, and he said, "Don't ask his opinion on amp selection. You want us to notice that." I did not tell him to buy this equipment. He bought this equipment because he wanted to. I just told him what's good, and he will be happy when he gets it. But it's not my fault, Phil. You did that by yourself. I did. I have no. That's not me, brother. I didn't have my finger on your wallet. You placed that. Yeah. The cube is nice. My lightweight rig is a Gensler Bass Array 10. Okay, my heavy rig is an EBS 650. Mm. And and a bag in 410 cab. I used to have EBS Raid Mars 750. That's on my channel. Somebody bought that off me at a show. Like they was like, I like this cab. How much you paid for it? I was like $100. They was like, I'll give you 850 for it right now. I told you I bought it for 700. He's like, yeah, but I want that one. Okay, take it. 850. Boom. Thank you, sir. And he walked away. I was like, okay. So that's why I don't have my EBS cabinet no more. Um, what should a bass player practice to develop the ears musically? And what other instrument knowledge would help in bass playing, please? Thanks. Uh, the ability of the drums. Most bass players also play the drums. It just happens because that's your brother in arms. So uh, a firm understanding of where the kick and the snare land in a song is essential. Like it's essential for bass for good bass playing. So if you were to play another instrument, it would be drums. Um, I know a lot of good bass players. Most of those bass players know how to play drums. Most of the lead guitar players I know that dabble at bass stuff, their groove and feel isn't right, and that's because they don't have the fundamental of where the kick and the slap is actually dropping on a track. Like they don't have the feel. They may have all the riffs in the world, but knowing how to put them in there and to lock a groove, they're missing it. And that's because the drummer and the bass are one. So any good band you know, their bass player is dope, their drummer is dope. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Flea, and homeboy that looks like Will Ferrell. They locked in. Like they don't even look at each other and they just know where each other are. That's why. Okay. Been playing bass for a while. I find myself playing more Motown, James Jamerson, Larry Graham, etc. Do you use a mute to get those OG notes? Love life in the pocket. I can dig it. Do I use a mute? No. Most of my stuff is done with the manipulation of my left hand, playing staccato notes and stuff like that. Sold. Okay. Kofi Stevens, I play drums, homie. Helps tons. It does. Internalize the beat. Very true. So I have an Ibanez GSR 200 and I want to make it sound better. What kind of pickup should I get? I look in Seymour Duncan. I would look into Bass Mods, Fetties. Uh, but you have soap bar pickups. So for what you have normally, I would either look into Bartolini because they probably have a actual set that'll fit in there without any bass modification. So I'd look into Bartolini because they've done the SR 500 series. So there's probably just a drop-in set that you can put there. But I would definitely look into Seymour Duncan. They're my go-to. I have a lot of Seymour Duncan stuff just chilling right now in my closet. I'm looking at it right now. They're a good company. So I look at that too. Have you ever tried or previewed any hard key high drive stuff? I play the 410, great for slap. I do not have any hard key stuff. I used to have a transporter cab. I didn't like it because it didn't have a tweeter in it. And for the type of stuff I played, I wanted that hi-fi tinny slap tone, and it didn't have it. So I just basically gave it to a church and was just like, eh. I think I got it for like 35 bucks at a garage sale or something. So I was playing, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. 8 ohms, cool. 8 tens. Let's go, baby. No. I was like, what makes this whole situation sound poo cheese? So I had one cabinet, which is this one, and I had that pumping. I was like, yeah. Then I disconnected that one and plugged into the bottom cabinet. And I was like, no. But it was a transporter cabinet, and it wasn't rated for the amp I was using, which was a 1001 RB. That was the GK cab, and that's a hi-fi cab. So it was not putting out what I wanted to hear. So I was like, absolutely not. So, um, but from what I understand, the Harkey stuff is actually good. They sponsor Victor Wooten, and he's been with them for a long time. So I know they're a good company. I just haven't dabbled in any of their stuff. That's just me. And the situation I have over here, this 410 situation, that whole situation there, it's been kicking butt for a long time. So I don't have a reason to buy anything new, even though I want to. I just haven't done it. So I just been chilling. But if I ever blow up and Aguilar wants to holler at me, I'm definitely gonna get 410s out of him. That's gonna be the first thing. Number one, I'm gonna get that AG stomping. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Let's see. Carbon base heads combos. Recommend y'all. Carbon base heads, no. Combos. The cabinet is a really good cabinet. I just swapped out the speakers. I swapped out the tweeter too, but the cabinet itself is manufactured. It's a tank. I just didn't like the components. That's actually what I have here. It's a carbon cab and stuff like that. How many bass guitars can you fit in this thing? I've only put two as of yet. How many can I fit? No clue. Uh, and I got a Mustang, which means you actually do follow my channel, which is interesting. Oh, you my brother. What's going on, Scott? I was like, how do you know I got a Mustang? Yeah. I only put two in there so far. Let's see. Thanks, B. But didn't say anything on the practice that would help develop ears musically. It only comes with listening to different kinds of music. Uh, for you picking up bass progressions and picking up bass lines, it's just exposing yourself to all types of music. The more you listen to it, the faster you get in picking it up, the more you understand where music is progressing to. It just comes with time. It's not anything I can give you like a quick, fast lesson, anything like that. It just comes with listening to music and playing it. So it's just a sitting by the radio type of deal. Why not 12s instead of 10s? There's nothing wrong with 12s, but I like the idea of 410s. 12s may be more portable and maybe a lighter situation. You may be able to handle it, may be the bridge that is between 115 and 410s or 210s. But I just like the stability of having 410s. That's just me as a person. That's me personally. Say Blue Crew, the big dog. How are you, my friend? I'm chilling, Wade. I'm chilling well. Chilling. Listening to Nickelback in the Mustang. You gonna take it easy on me. That's what you gonna do. You gonna take it easy on me. I say one statement. Nickelback ain't that bad, and everybody burns my channel down to the ground. He said Nickelback is okay. Travesty, flame broil his whole channel. I might have to take my thumbs up back. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. you can only hurt me once. I mean, you can like press thumbs up, take it back, press thumbs up and take it back. That may be more satisfying to you, but I still feel how I feel. And you gotta admit, if you take the singer out of it, they're actually pretty good. Like, if you could just take that dude, that one guy, and substitute him for somebody else, they actually might be pretty good. So, you know, I felt the same way about the lead singer from Creed. Like, I don't have anything against him, but with Arms Wide Open, that song ticked me off from like him. Like, it was the same, like, it's the same Nickelback feel. And the leather, the leather, freaking wrist wraps. I don't know. I learned "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees on a Glare. I can dig it. And slide guitars in 2 days. There's nothing left on the bucket list. Oh man, you need a bigger bucket list. Then you just out here with basses that you haven't played, and you just gonna die. That's crazy. Hey man, let's talk about that new Glare 5 string. We could put a preamp in that baby. Is it at the same price as the 4 strings? No, it's actually like 119, but they do sales and stuff all the time. So, um, y'all tripping about this Nickelback. Y'all funny as heck, man. The Glare bass, the 5 string costs 117. I think I seen a sale where you can get it for like 106 or 105. But the Glary 4 strings are like, 75 to 69 bucks. So they're a little bit more expensive. But I would definitely, if you wanted a 5 string, I definitely take a look at them and stuff. So, and that bass is right there. I bought a CD from Nickelback for $95. Guess my change, 94 cents. Tripping. A Glary 5 in orange looks hype. Agreed. Okay. That bass is the dream. Okay. Okay. New bucket list. Get a Glary bass from Bullet. Nah, it's mine. I'm good. It's mine. You don't get this one. You might as well get your own. You ain't gonna get this one. uh Preamp and a wah pedal on that Glary 5 string. I can dig it. I don't think I'm gonna do it though. I like how it sounds actually, like how it is. Uh I'm just reading comments. Y'all just talking like hell. That's funny. Walrus Well, I did. Okay. Because Bullet keeps making a homie feel inadequate. Man, look, my lane is my lane. Y'all lane is y'all lane. I'm not saying I'm better than y'all. Never said that. I'm still learning everything I'm doing. I can only just show you what I know. This is the stuff I know. I'm not trying to make you feel like you're not good enough or you can't play or anything like that. It's just I'm just playing bass because I enjoy doing it. And I actually started this for my mama. Those that watch this channel know the only reason why y'all are here right now is because of my mama. That's the only reason why y'all are here right now. If my mama didn't ask for me to like put something online so she can like watch me play, I wouldn't be doing bass things right now. And that's the truth. So yeah. Bully your let's see. Hold on. Your blue dude with gold is hot as heck. Nice, nice, nice. Appreciate it. Do you ever play flat wands? No, I do not. Do you dig them or just stick to round wands? I usually just stick to round wands and nickel stuff. But I do need to get some flat wands for like one of my basses that I might put some flats on my first bass. I feel like that'll probably be real good because she's an old classic, like some good labellas, like some really mellow joints. I feel like that'll probably be good. So that may be a thing I do. Let's see. We're not saying you said that, but that time on them bases with a wow, oh brother, did it for you, mama. Good guy, like you even more. I appreciate it. Thank you. Cozy. It's 2:34 here. Just want to catch some sleep. Thanks. I appreciate it. Set time meant tone. I can dig it. Your 5 string glare looks like my 5 string chord. Somebody else said that. Somebody else said that. Oh, so I guess we can take the time and actually talk about it. Now that we're like an hour and 35 minutes in. So this is the latest bass. I almost hit my face with this bad boy, man. This is the latest one. And this is extremely light. This is paper thin. Like it's like 7 pounds, maybe. Um, so how it works out is this is volume, volume, tone, tone. They both work together. So like if you turn up just this volume and then you mess with this tone, it won't sound fully let go until you turn this tone as well. It's a weird circuitry design, but these tones work together for like soloing the pickups and stuff like that. So I could show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. Let's see what y'all said. La 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 la. Phone's finna die. I'm gonna have to get off here pretty soon. Looks like my chord. It looks like it's like a bass at home called a jazzy. Okay. Summer bass has 2 of the Music Man pickups, same 2-tone. Okay. You dig that? Option on thumb rest. Useful, interferes with technique. Opinion on thumb rest. I think they're great. I tend to use the top string as my thumb rest most times, unless I'm playing the top string, and I'll move to either the front or the back pickup. So if I had something in the middle where I could just anchor my thumb, that would be nice. So I do like thumb rest. That's my opinion. Yeah, I've heard labellas are the sound. Thanks for your opinion. Appreciate it. Nice glare 5 string. That's on the pickup list. Yeah, man, it's cheap. Might as well pick up one. Um, yeah. So let me tell you what I was talking about as far as the tone situation, how it works out. All right. Plug it into the bottom. Good to go. All right, and you don't need to see my face. You know what I look like. So let me go ahead and do this. All right, so I'm gonna just use one pickup here. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. So there's no tone in. Okay, I can use the, so this is the neck pickup. This is the bridge pickup. I'm gonna use this one now. Okay, so bridge pickup is supposed to be bridge tone. I turn this up. Okay, so that's the sound of it. But when I engage the neck tone, which is this one, this is what happens. Okay, so take out the neck tone. This is volume on 10, tone on 10. Okay. Neck tone. Volume on 10, tone, neck, bridge on 10, bridge tone on 10, neck tone on 10. This is what happens. neck. Okay. Same situation. Turn down the bridge pickup. Turn up the neck pickup. Turn down the bridge tone. Turn all the way up the neck tone and the volume. So both of these are all the way up. Okay. Then I turn on the bridge tone. Then I have the neck tone all the way up. Soloed. Okay. Now, I take every single one and I turn them all up, and this is the sound you get. It's a pretty nice funk stick. It's a pretty nice funk stick. So yeah. Let's see what y'all been talking about. Looking at bases makes me happy. This is very true. She's gonna play with that envelope filter, Boosie Collins. We're gonna sense the force and play along tonight. Boosie Collins. I can't believe he's the one. I wish I could talk to him like that. Did we just become best friends? 125 sold. Okay. Hell yeah, bro. Y'all funny, man. I could a lot of stuff with that 5. Okay. Yeah, man. Faster embraces our dream. Makes me wonder how I played it for so long. Yeah, man. Well, so I see the people are dwindling in the chat, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually chunk dues to everybody tonight. For the 17 that are here, or 16 that I was about to be, hit the like button before y'all leave. I'm gonna go ahead and chunk dues tonight. Look for a video tomorrow morning around 10. I'll be uploading something, and I'll be uploading something on Wednesday. So till then, y'all be easy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Do you have an affiliate link, Bully, for the glare? No, I didn't want to. I don't want to try to make money off of what I do. So if they sent me the product, I feel like that's payment enough. I'm not out here using YouTube trying to get rich. That's not my stilo. So I don't have an affiliate link. Just go there and then just give them a shout out. Be like, hey, only reason why I'm buying this bass is because Bully the Kid said to get this bass. And then they'll see that and then know I'm actually generating traffic towards their site. And I can put more equipment from their company on the channel. Win-win. So do that for me. I'll do that for y'all. And till the next time, till next week, or till tomorrow when y'all see me again, y'all be easy. Peace.